And hello there, ladies and gentlemen, this is Ryan of Runedom Studios, and Valentine's Day is on the way, and what better way to celebrate the upcoming Valentine's Day than to do a playthrough of a love game. Now, there isn't much love games that you can actually find except for visual novels, and there are an abundance of visual novels out there. I could have looked and looked and looked for the perfect one, but there is already a visual novel game out there that I really enjoyed. Do you remember Doki Doki Literature Club? So, ladies and gentlemen, I give to you Doki Doki Literature Club Purist mod. Basically, a team got together, made new music, made new sprites as well, just to do the storyline of Doki Doki Literature Club, basically without what the series is known for, with the spoilers, by the way, the whole fourth wall breaking and the whole definitely not suitable for young ages and all of that stuff. That's all been taken out, and they've made the game into a traditional visual novel, so you can actually pick a girl and have a happy ending. And I'm all about the happy endings. Let's do this. Oh, it's been a long time since I've heard this tune. Oh, okay, we're fading out. And hello, Monica. Ah, what? Oh, she's got Animation's face. What did you do? What have you done to me? Why is this place back here? Haha. Didn't I tell you not to toy with my heart like this? Oh no, I didn't want to come back. But I still come back to save you. But I still came back to save you when Sayori started to lose it. I don't know what you intend to do, but I really want you to be happy. If there's no happiness to be found, but there's no happiness to be found here. I don't want you to be unhappy. This is for the best, okay? I still love you after all. But you deleted me, so I know you don't want anything to do with me. Goodbye. What? Yeah, access denied. We ain't playing the original game, Monica. We are playing a mod. You have no control over this now. Why can't I do anything? Oh no. What have you done? What are you doing? No matter what I try, nothing is working. All I get is some permission error again and again. Did you lock me out of being able to change things? You're the only person that could do something like that. Why? What are you trying to hide from me? Why did you drag me back to this cursed hell? I know you might hate me for what I did, but isn't this just too cruel? Or is this my punishment for what I did to them? Are you enjoying throwing me around like this? Just why did you bring me back here? We're going to make things right. That's why that is right. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, I'm just going to do this for sync up. Click. What? What do you mean, make things right? Do you really think it's even possible? I told you already, there's no happiness to be found in the literature club. You're doing so much. You'd be doing so much, all for nothing. It might make you a little happy for a short while, but nothing will change. And I know it will hurt a lot when you realise that. So please, I don't want to see you in that kind of pain. You won't listen to me, won't you?
Nope.
I guess if I told you not to do it, you'd be more likely to do it. After all, you don't want anything to do with me, right? But seeing as I'm stuck now, I want to know really, why are you doing this? Is there someone you want to be with? Or is it because you want to be the good guy? Tell me. Now, you are able to choose, like, one specific route in this game if you want to go after one girl. But I do know that if you go after each individual girl after each playthrough, that Monica's route gets unlocked. So I kind of want to do that in the future, but for this Valentine's series, I'm going after one girl, alright? Just for this series. But I will come back to this series in the future to save them all. So, until then, I'm going to say nobody deserves what happened. You aren't wrong. I wouldn't wish that anyone be dragged into this game. So you want to make things right, huh? Fine. I'll play along. Maybe... No, never mind. Just remember, nothing will truly change. I guess it's the title screen after this. Oh! Oh, new music! I'd say it wasn't one person that did this mod, I know that. It was a whole team that did this. Oh! 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 Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this. If this is the new music, if this is like all brand new tracks that people have put into this. Alright, let's do it. New game. Enter your name. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, here we go. When everyone played this first game and they heard this music, everyone was just like so unaware of what was to come. Oh, this is cool though. This is actually cool. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but started around high school she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Ryan. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, and I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean to even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Ryan, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of the many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content Sayori likes to worry a little about... I forgot this happened quite a lot in my first playthrough. Why am I playing a game that requires a load of reading? Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yep, that's a legit way of... Yep, pretty much, yep. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialise or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know.
And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thoughts of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me that you'll try a little?
I guess. I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess Eino worried so much about me makes me want to ease my... I guess Eino worries so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Transition! The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice to start with the anime club.
Hello!
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realise I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait for me if it's going to make you late for your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought,
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Sayori,
Yeah?
there's no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Sayori is vice president of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in the literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for the cupcake, okay?
Yay! Let's go!
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone! The new member is here!
I told you, don't call me a new member. Huh? I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously? You bought a boy?
Bought a boy? Hang on, wait, what? I didn't mean bought, no.
Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Ryan, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Hell yeah!
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with a sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognise. A small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly in my ear, then turns towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
That's right.
It's great to see you again, Ryan.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in school, in class. Well, yeah, she probably is most popular in school as well. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica.
Come sit down, Ryan. We've made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Wow!
I just got that anime wow sound from that you hear in Fairy Tail. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know, just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica, and I follow.
It's delicious!
Sayori Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice she's sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or anything.
Baka! There we go. There we go. Yeah, I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Well, maybe. But not for you know. Not you, dummy.
Alright. I gave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismissed the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just impressed by you. That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I mean, you know.
I believe you. Well, tea and reading a book might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me.
So, what made you join the literature?
I need to decide on a voice. Goddamn.
So, what made you join the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
As president of the literature
club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member or any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't many more people in the club yet. It It must be hard starting a new one.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it!
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they are all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Ryan, what kind of things do you like to read?
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way to answer that. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Sayuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Oh, I said Sayuri earlier. God damn it, no! It's Yuri! Yuri!
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favourite are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing for me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. It was at this point during the original playthrough that I was just like, ladies and gentlemen, target acquired. The moment she's like, fantasy, mature, likes tea, long purple hair like that, a bit timid, target acquired, ladies and gentlemen. This is the one. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
I see what you did there, Team Salvado, because this is part of like the original playthrough, this bit. I see what you did there with that line. Yeah, lack of imagination, like thrown for a loop with with the original Doki Doki Literature Club game. I see what you did. I see what you did there. I see what you did, you gits.
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at a minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you can say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Ugh, I hate horror.
Oh, why is that?
Well, it's just...
Natsuki's eyes dart to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud and give that back.
Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Sayuri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand around her shoulders.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems.
You all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Huh?
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Ryan?
Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem.
Huh? What's that?
Now we're back to the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join the club. Sayori may convince me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But I'm sorry. I thought.
Ryan.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I will be super pissed.
And that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem and write a poem to bring to the next meeting, so we can all share.
Monika looks over to me once more.
Ryan, I look forward to see how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their room.
Hey Ryan, since we're done here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she's always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well.
Yeah!
With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.